Hello everybody, it's Harbinger. This is Wingspan played at Board Game Arena, and I will get back to you when we have our opening hand. And that's actually right around the corner, so I will not make a pause. I will just continue talking until we are into the game here. And I don't hate what we are seeing here. So we have two directions we can go. We can either go for decent food production in the forest, which the Great Crested Flycatcher allows us to do. It's situational, so we shouldn't lean too much into it. There's also the Fish Crow, which allows us to go for food production in the Grasslands. A little bit expensive, but it is very much an option. It functions very well together with the Cat and Sparrow. That gives us back one of the eggs we are eating. I would like to have a secondary bird that also produces food in the grasslands to combine with it. Both of the bonus cards are bad. I guess the breeding manager could be okay. I don't want to go out of my way to pick up bad birds to play them, so I think the breeding manager is more okay. I'm leaning into Fish Crow Oyster Catcher here. That way we can keep a decent chunk of food and have something to put eggs on and have something to, yeah. I think this is it. It also gives us a few free cards to draw in the early games there. Yeah. I don't hate it, I don't love it, but it is what it is. Keep this. We will need to pick up a worm until we can show our hand here. But once that is out of the gate, we have a pretty straightforward game plan. Play birds in the grasslands and get food from them. Then we are also trying to just play high-scoring birds in the grasslands. Hopefully we get a tuck cycler, so we can cycle around the cards we draw. If we don't get, we want that, and we would want some way to generate points. There is a Canada Goose here, but I will take the worm while it's available. There is a Canada Goose here, but it's not extremely good to eat an egg to produce a grain and then use that grain to produce 2 points. That's basically a two bird 2-point combo, and I'd rather spend the food on the Fish Crow to produce us points via playing birds. So if we had the spotted towhee that just straight out produces us grains, it would be a much different issue. But since we only have the Fish Crow, we would spend points to get it, and that's a 2-bird 2-point combo. And no, that's a 2-bird 1-point combo since we eat an egg, right? So yeah, not good enough for me. Both the opponents have put out pretty good early birds, so I don't think this is a cakewalk. We need something to actually hit there. I'm going to play the Oyster Catcher first. That way we know what we're getting here. Let's not take either of these. We are drawing all from deck, I think. And out of these guys, I hate the opponent getting a bronzed cowbird, but I really want the American Robin for ourselves. So that is the guy we are going to pick. So this guy is saying I'm not laying eggs in grasslands. This guy is saying I'm laying few eggs in grasslands, so maybe they don't want a bronzed cowbird. We don't mind the Dark-Eyed Junco. Dark-Eyed Junco is actually very good combined with Canada Goose, because he tucks a card to produce the grain, which this guy discards to took 2 more cards. So then it's like a 2-bird 3-point combo. So yeah, that's a little bit better. And we actually get the bronze cowbird back. That is so huge, and I think that the opponents would never give up a bronzed cowbird here if they knew we were going for food in the grasslands build. So I think we are I think we did very well to play the fish crow over here, and now we can cycle the bronze cowbird in the American Robin and pick up something else. Coolio. So I'm thinking green player might have taken the Dark-Eyed Junco. They are set to draw more cards, so they should have more cards to spend to a Dark-Eyed Junco. If this guy picks it, I think that's a mistake, because they don't have the card draw to support chucking cards in other habitats. Just gonna lay eggs into oyster catcher here, and we are going to eat one of them to get a cherry. That way we can play out the American Robin ASAP, and it's really important when you're eating eggs to produce food in the grasslands, and that's your only food source. It is really important that you get access to the third egg as soon as possible. If you don't do that, then this combo is just straight up worse than two-bird grasslands with a chipping sparrow on it, because you're getting one food and one egg each turn, while this player is getting two food and one egg each turn. So yeah, you need to get down the second bird as soon as possible. That being an American Robin is very, very good for us, and if the opponent gives us cards on the canvas back, we are so in it. The fewer times we have to do anything else than laying eggs and getting a value out of it, we are so happy. And getting free cards from our opponent that we can cycle while gaining eggs and food, it's just straight up a very nice game plan for us. And also it allows us, when we only have one card, it allows us to pick cards we actually want. For example, if we had a secondary card, we could have picked up the red-tailed hawk there. We didn't get it, we get Stellar's J instead, but now we have a secondary card. We could, in theory, cycle to something here. And why not cycle into a greater roadrunner here? It's another chance at hitting additional points each turn. We love that. It's in the same habitat here, so it gets us closer to 4 eggs a turn. And what's not to love about the Meep bird, the greater roadrunner? A house wren, wouldn't mind picking this guy up either. It has at least 4 egg capacity, which is great. And another main benefit is that it allows us to play 2 birds in one fell swoop. So we could, for example, do House Wren into a Fortitone Warbler for 4 food and get 2 birds for Breeding Manager. I'm thinking of doing it in the forest here. There are also 2 birds with lots of egg capacity for the final round and goal. I don't hate spending 1 egg here to pick up 2 of these birds. We still have the bronze cowbird to cycle, but I'd love to have these guys as 2-in-1 thing here. Yeah, and we can lay more eggs next turn. Cycle this guy. But I really want both of them, I think, since we kind of have lent into the 4 egg capacity thing. Okay, that's fine. Maybe somebody will go for the Wilson Snipe and be even kinder to us. This guy should really consider doing it, because they didn't have anything in the wetlands. I guess they have a hooded Merganser now, but not the greatest of things. They won't be getting any points off round 1, so second place here is free for us. I guess we can even win if the opponent really wants to play another bird in the forest or in the wetlands and spend 1 of those eggs. I really like Blue Sport State though. They have played 4 birds, decent mix of value and tempo here. So yeah, I don't hate that. Yes, we are laying eggs to get to second place there. I mean, we don't need to do that. But we can't really draw either, and we don't want to get just a single food. We can get a single food to get with 2 eggs. So we are doing this. And I guess we should be setting up for the fish crown next turn, but it is fine. Do we take a Wilson snipe here? It is a very cheap way for us to get into double here. Let's just draw one more card on our own volition. I don't think both me and this guy should feed this guy cards, and this guy already has a lot of good stuff elsewhere, so I want to draw from deck instead. Get Lincoln Sparrow. Don't know what to feel about that, but I guess it is what it is. Next thing on the agenda is, of course, getting this guy out as soon as possible. The faster we get this guy out, the faster we can make him be really, really good for us. Except that new goal just dropped. We are picking up the Scissor-tailed Flycatcher, given the option to actually do so. Yeah, we cycle the Lincoln Sparrow because this allows us to get the second food each turn, which is pretty great. We don't get to do that. The player that already had 4 cards in hand decided to pick that up as well, together with the Wood Stork and stuff. And I do guess it is a correct thing to do. You recognize that this guy will have a really good time if he gets that thing, and you just deny it. I wouldn't mind a Wild Turkey either, just a high scoring card that allows us to have 4 eggs on it as well. Goes nice in the forest, we don't need stuff there, so we could sack the Lincoln's Sparrow to do that. Cycle you, pick up the Wild Turkey. And eat an egg of you to give us whatever that food is. I think it's vertebrates, or it's supposed to emulate insects, I believe. Not just worms, but any amount of insects that is. So, Greater Roadrunner is also a bird for the current round and goal. Our opponents has 1 star nest each, so they should have 1 point on that currently, and we are very well on our way to the second. We could also pick up the Ferringus Hawk to get a third. It's another card we can get here to maybe get additional points, which I don't hate. But what I really want is for a green opponent to actually play the Scissor-tailed Flycatcher. They haven't played anything in the grasslands yet, and they don't really have a good forest yet either. So I don't really know what their current game plan is. I'm gonna play the Roadrunner at least. They discarded the Chimney Swift, which is a star nest. Don't know if I would have discarded a star nest in a run that is so or a round that is so contested. Yeah, this Chimney Swift would have counted for all of the upcoming rounding goals, so I don't know if I would have done that. But some people don't like the migratory birds, and I very well understand that. They don't give additional points when activated, and sometimes you just really wanted good feeling of hitting points when you cycle cards, or hitting points when you're doing other stuff. So I like I like where we are point-wise. We have 2.5 more turns we can activate this habitat without overflowing on eggs. So if we could get just 1 more food or anything, we can actually play some of the stuff we have here. Or we could pick up the scaled quail. Then we are going to start to run out of egg capacity pretty fast, I think, because they were laying 5 eggs a turn. Fish crow will of course eat eggs of the scaled quail for the longest amount of time. Yeah. We have one predator over here. This guy kind of wants it to be another predator, but I don't know how often they're going to activate the wetlands after a while. I'm just debating whether or not to pick up the black-billed magpie. It's a star nest. I don't think we need additional star nest, because I like the idea of playing out all of these. Maybe I don't like the house wren anymore, actually. We save a turn by playing it, but what do we really gain? Oh yeah, it's lots of egg capacity for round 4, yes. Let's just draw 2 cards. One from here. Yes! Yes! Yes, perfect. Perfect. I'm gonna pick up another card here. Oh yeah, and I'm so glad that nobody else gets that. Oh, we are good here. This is great. It's very cheap. Gets us up to 4 eggs in 2 turns. It's a third correct nest type for here. It helps us just win round 4. Helps us to win round 3 and round 4. I have a really good feeling about this game here. We still lack in the food department, so hummingbird or do we play the purple martin instead? It's 1 more point. No. The star nest. So the purple martin is 1 more point. It's the same egg capacity for the it's the same for the final 2 round end goals. But the barn swallow just helps us out win the current round end goal. I guess if by the time we are playing either, we should know a little bit more about our opponent's game plans. If they don't show signs that they are trying to catch up to 2 here, I think we might be good at 1. It's just a 1 point difference though, so it's hard to say if it's good or not. Do we take this 6 pointer that can give us more points to just round out the habitat and be our final bird for round 3? I don't hate that either. We're at least taking a worm. That is something that we know. And there is that hummingbird we need. Getting this guy would just make it so much easier for us to play all of these high food targets we are looking for. 1 more of these guys to cycle, or 1 more of these guys to give us food. It's such a good game if we can get there. So if green doesn't pick up the hummingbird here, they did deny the scissor-tailed flycatcher, so they very well may deny the hummingbird as well. But they shouldn't be that eager to pick up more cards, since they already have 6 cards and might not need to draw cards for the rest of the game. They could do it because they could always tuck cards to the Dark Eye Junko. But I think they recognize that they have enough cards to play 10 birds if they should want to, so picking up the hummingbird is probably not high priority for them. I will wait. I know we can play either of these guys now, but waiting 1 more turn guarantees us now that we get the hummingbird, which is great for the rest of our game plan. It is also, let's just eat that. It also allows us to wait 1 more turn to know if we want to play the barn swallow or the purple martin. This guy can play either bird and then take more food and get eggs into it, so it's pretty easy that way. This guy can also just play either play a bird in any habitat and lay more eggs, so they very well can catch us. If I were blue and I had the option to get 2 birds on board for round 2, I think I would have played that bird earlier than before I'm laying eggs. Yeah, so here that guy comes, yeah. So that makes us know that, okay, we want to go the barn swallow route. That is perfect for us to know. So we play this guy now, lay eggs, and then play ruby-throated hummingbird at the start of next turn. And then we can lay 4 eggs, get 2 food. When we lay 3 eggs, get 2 food, tuck 2 cards, cycle 2 cards, and maybe get another point. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, maybe 6 points and 2 resources. We're giving resources to the opponents as well, but they already have better food gain than us, so giving them more food doesn't really help them, because they are lagging far behind on Grassland's development. Okay, just making sure we're putting eggs into the correct places here. Then we are cycling the purple martin. And I don't see why we don't pick up the red-eyed video here. And we take, I guess we take green. Doesn't really matter. We're gonna spend whatever food we took there. We're gonna spend either food or yeah. We need to find out what we're spending here. Are we playing all of these? That is a good question. Because if we are playing all of these, we also need just another card to draw. To get all of these, we need to spend 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 food. 12 food is 6 activations here. There is 6 turns left in this turn, so yeah, we can easily. No, wait up. So we need 6 turns to get all the food, and we need 6 turns to also play them out. No, we need. We don't. Yeah, we need 4 turns to play it out. So we can afford to draw more cards. I guess we can draw the Great Blue Heron as well. We discard because we need. We discard because we need excess cards to do stuff. But now I think we are very much done with card draw. Maybe it was wrong to draw these cards as well, but it's so hard on a short timer to math out which cards we should play and not. I do know that though that I love the play these birds into these birds kind of situations. And of course, we could maybe, yeah, we should have expected to get at least 1 more card from one of the opponents here. And they probably think that, yeah, this guy has 8 cards in hand, and he had 6 cards in hand, just drew more cards. It can't hurt to give him even more cards, right? Little do they know that we have a really, really solid end of game plan here. So everybody has played 6 cards. They have played 6 cards equally around all the other habitats, and we have played 5 cards in grasslands and 1 in the wetlands. I very much prefer my board state than opponents. So so I have 9 stuff left in hand. They have 5, they have 4. Against they have another bonus card, which I value about 3 points, a random bonus card. So I usually value the first bonus card you start with at 6, and any secondary bonus cards at 3. If you have too many of them, it's hard to make all of them happen. And if you draw them late, it's really hard to just luck out on getting precisely the thing you want. So yeah, but that might not be too interesting to you guys. So 2 things to care about: get eggs into the correct nest type for this, and get eggs into the large nests for that. So let's do the barn swallow first. Never discard food. Food is going to be what we are going to be shortest on. So there is that. Harbinger will go first, and he will take our. And I think we are starting on the House Wren Frototony Warbler combo. So, and after that we will continue to go on the Great Blue Heron stuff. I don't think we will be doing the American Avocado, so let's take the Savannah Sparrow. I don't want them to have an option of actually catching up here. And that makes us get a Horned Lark instead. Coolio. Red Crossbill. And eat so we can get a worm. That's all of the worms we need to play this guy into that guy. And if we can also get another cherry and a grain, we can play House Wren, Red-Eyed Vireo, Frototony Warbler, get tons of places to stick all of the eggs we are producing. Yeah, it's going to be so lovely. We get to roll the hummingbird first and create food with a Fitty Fish Crow later, so this guy can back up and we can get stuff that this guy misses out on. And yeah, just playing out 3 of these guys is going to do so much to just get rid of a lot of clutter in our hand here. There the Scissor-tailed Flycatcher comes. I hope they activate it, but it will make it so that we have less stress with our current game hand. But it is what it is. I will go first. We want either cherries or grain. Get the grain. I guess we could take in worm also. So yeah, lots of stuff we could have hit here. And we're cycling the crossbill, and I believe also the white-faced. Pushed it. No, too big bird. And we are now getting worm, 4 worms, yes. Don't get fancy and pick the cherry. Suddenly you're doing something wrong and you're messing it up. Okay, so now we are at 53 points. We are running out of egg capacity. Luckily, we are doing a food dump into House Wren, Red-Eyed Vireo, Frototony Warbler. That should give us tons of egg capacity back and get net us 12 points at the cost of 2 eggs. So we're gonna go up to 63 points. We are gonna gain 13 egg capacity, so we can continue to do the combo here for a much longer time. And as you can see, we are starting to push ahead in points. At the start of round 3, it was pretty equal, but the other guys have needed to go to the forest to get the resources, while we got our resources from 2 activations of the grasslands instead. And getting so many points every time you get the resources you need to get more points, it's just a good recipe to get ahead here. So now we're gonna go up to 63 points, I reckon, if I haven't bad mathed. Sometimes I do bad math. Yeah, 63 points, 26 egg capacity. Yeah, so we are gaining egg capacity both by introducing more egg capacity and spending eggs. So yeah, we were not going up to 28. We're going up up to 26 and down to 9, if that makes sense. I feel pretty good about eating that Savannah Sparrow now, because this guy could maybe have caught us if they managed to get that guy in hand, and they could have picked him up, and they didn't have the eggs to actually play him out. Okay, so that's fine. We are now getting free worms. We need to pay attention to that, not spend our very expensive ways to get food, or to get food by getting food we're getting for free. Take the cherry here, I reckon. So we are prepared to play the wild turkey, another one of the birds that we want to have 4 eggs on. And yeah, Breeding Manager is a very unpopular bonus card to pick, because it requires a lot of you to make it work. But if you know that you very confidently can go for a Grassland's food engine, it becomes very good, because you are able to put other birds elsewhere, and you know that a good chunk of your score is going to come from just need to pick, spend mental capacity here to pick the correct stuff. You know that a lot of your points are going to come from eggs anyway, and Breeding Manager, if you have the correct birds, will just get you additional value of the strategy that you're already doing, because you already want to pick high egg capacity birds. It is the point I'm making, at least trying to make. If we had picked the other guy, which is birds worth less birds, as I usually call it, we would have had 1, 2, 3, 4 of them, which means no additional points. We would have to go out of our way to play a 3-point bird either here or here just to get 3 additional points. And why would we do that when we can play 8-pointers and 5-pointers and 9-pointers instead? So that is why I'm critical to the other task. It would be a nice bird for us to pick up, but it is basically like if the Trumpeter Swan had a bonus card that gave us this guy is basically this guy, but less egg capacity, and this guy already gains 5 points on bonus card and Breeding Manager and stuff. So yeah, we already have a good play here. They cost the same amount of food. Yeah. We want to play Wild Turkey. We want to play Great Blue Heron into Trumpeter Swan, or into White-Faced Ibis, dependent on how many worms we have to get rid of. The green heron slot is at least going to be what we are cycling. 1, 2, 3, 4. Do not discard just currently. Everybody's getting food. And we are taking grain so we can play the Wild Turkey. Or maybe we're playing Great Blue Heron into Trumpeter Swan. Yeah, don't quite know yet. Try to remember to eat eggs off the oyster catcher, please. Oh, you know what we should do? We should do a count of egg capacity, so we know how realistic it is for the opponents to challenge us here. We take a fish for this guy. Yes, okay. So this guy has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 9 of the relevant egg capacity, so we're leading on them. This guy has 3, 7. Yeah. So currently we have a really good chance at just winning this the way it is now. Maybe we don't need to dump maybe we don't need to dump more eggs into house wren and warbler. We can play wild turkey pretty reliably here and dump eggs into that, taking these 2 eggs. We also want to do stuff with the American robin here. That doesn't change anything. So 1 turn, 2 turns, 3 turns, 4 turns. Yeah, it looks like that. Maybe we need. So raise your hand if you spotted the mistake that is going to annoy me very much. Yes. Earlier, we ate an egg of this guy, meaning that we need to lay an egg back on this guy if we are to get another point here. Maybe we need to lay another. Maybe it's not that relevant. We needed to either have an egg here and an egg here to win the current round and goal. So yeah, don't beat yourself too much up. We have 2 more turns down here, so we can lay eggs everywhere we choose to. We are, yeah. So 4 more eggs on the wild turkey. Yeah, I think we're fine. Are we playing Trumpeter Swan or White-Faced Ibis though? I think we want to try to play the Swan just because it's 1 more point. We have the food for this guy. There's a grain here, so we can guaranteed make it. 1, 2, 3, 4. Do not discard. And Harbinger will take a grain first. Other guys can follow suit. And yeah, it looks to be a decently scoring game here. So no complaints on me this time. I'm not going to have a 3rd video in a row complaining that this is the worst hand I have ever seen and received. So at least that is good to recognize here. Final lay food action. Are we? Yeah, I don't think we need to stress too much about giving the opponents another set of food this turn. I think we just think about how many points we can get. So we will activate the hummingbird and not activate the fish crow, and that should be perfect food to play Great Blue into Trumpeter. So 2 more foods on American Robin, put foods on Red-Eyed and Barn Swallow as well. We don't need to worry about possibilities for new bonus cards. We should actually respect a little bit that the other guys have more bonus cards than us. I just don't think it's enough that they have an option to actually catch up. We are not discarding. Then we let blue player draw first. That way, both players are less likely to get whatever food they need. We can use whatever on the Trumpeter. So yeah, and blue is encouraged to take the fish, so this guy doesn't get to reroll. Yeah, and I don't really care about what food I get because I just need an omnivore. I just need an omnivore tag. And we skip. So we're also going last, so we know if we can afford to eat an egg or not. out of Starnest birds or these other guys. If we need, we'll eat into the American Robin. But if we already know we are winning, no matter what, we just eat eggs of barn swallow instead. And yeah, you don't see it that often, but we are actually going to end the game on triple digits before calculating round 4 and bonus card scores. So yeah, that's pretty darn good. We're actually going to be past 110 here, I think. This will be one of those really rare 120 games. Yeah, we are winning that no matter what. 8 eggs of the barn swallow. And a trumpeter eats an egg off there. We are getting 110 points before we are calculating everything else, and it will be a 121 point game all in all. And yeah, really happy about how this game turned out. Of course, it is very much dependent on us building out to the 3rd egg really fast and just exploding our grasslands as soon as possible here. We knew we wanted one more bird to give us food here. The green player, they did deny the scissor-tail flycatcher from us, so we didn't get the opportunity at the earliest opportune time. But even our early round 3 hummingbird is just enough for us to get a really high scoring game here. And if you get the stuff like this, it's really hard to catch up. It is counterable. So when the opponents had the option to pick that bronze bird and they didn't, that's just signaling to me that I'm gonna have a very good game this turn. And we had currently I'm ranked 50th in the world. Happy about that. And yeah, when you get a score of 121, I think it's deserved. That's just a good game to the other fellas in the game, and or gals. You never know what the gender of the people on the other side of the internet are. But yeah, I hope that this game here is a showcase of how to play just the perfect grasslands food game when everything falls together neatly. This has been Harbinger. If you enjoy this kind of content, please consider liking, commenting, and subscribing to the channel. And yeah, I'll see you guys in the next one. Until then, again, I hope that you guys take care.